Okay, here we are at Clarke Auction, fresh after a massive snowstorm, and we have a myriad of items for you this sale. We are loaded. We have a mid-century estate from Pound Ridge. Famous mid-century builders built some famous houses. We have all this merchandise. We have a great collection of jewellery, including sapphires, diamonds. We have a wonderful collection of African-American and other old masters, etc. in art. So without much further ado, let's get into it, and here we go. We have, right here, we have a pair of chairs. These are from the Pound Ridge estate. They are rosewood, which is unusual, and I believe they are Greta Yalk. Usually they're teak, but these are wonderful, still in the original condition. Original cushions, need a bit of a cleaning, but in good shape. We have this tambour cabinet here with the drawers, beautiful tambour, you don't even see it disappearing. Also from Pound Ridge, I believe this is by Nils Johnson. Below here we have a lot of carpets in the sale. We have a lot of everything in the sale. This is a Harry's carpet. Look at the wonderful blues, wonderful pattern, nice colours in it. Here we have a set of 12 of these chairs, including the table. We have a lot of our 4 arms, I believe, and 8 sides. These are by Arnie Vodder, Seabast. Here we have what I call a boomerang desk. You'll have to excuse me, forget who this was by. But if you go to clarkeny.com, you'll see atop that one of 3 bronzes by Clodion. This came from a Roslyn, Long Island estate. Over here from 910 Park Avenue, which we have a wonderful load of. We have a pair of these wonderfully lacquered, fluted, bronze-mounted marble top pedestals. To the right of this, a beautiful cabinet in the manner style of Linky, wonderful condition, beautiful bronze work on it. Look, nice plaque down here with the ribbon motif. Nice marble top, satinwood, rosewood banding, as you like to get it. Atop this, look at this clock. It was in the Park Avenue estate, sitting on top of this wonderfully heavy bronze. Look at the quality bronze work and the size of the clock. Enamel face, wonderful condition. Behind that Venetian mirror, one of a few we have. Moving into the main room, before we go in, we have a wonderful Steinway black lacquered Model O serial number at clarkeny.com. We have 2 great Steinways in the next sale. I believe a Model A and another model. Into the main room, just look at this. Where do we start? We go nice and slow and try and get you into everything. In front of me right here, we have this signed Philip and Kelvin Laverne bronze table. Classical style, I would call it, signed on the lower right. Here we have a sofa, or a settee as some might call it. Original condition, hence the stains on the cushions, from the Pound Ridge estate by, I believe, Hans Olsen. Below, another Harry's carpet. Over here to the smalls, lots and lots of smalls. 2 pairs of marble urn form candelabra, 1 lot. A pair of chinoiserie decorated candelabra. Look at this absolutely beautiful bronze with the enamel decoration on a Taza here. Extra grade quality from Park Avenue. Baccarat signed box over here. We have lots of Meissen in the sale. We have lots of opaline glass. So you're just going to scan slowly over to get an idea. Look at all these Meissen figurines from 19th century and 20th century ones. We have Sebs. We have clocks. We have inkwells. We have candelabra. We have porcelain urns. You name it, we have it. Do not miss this sale. You must be here. It's one of the best sales in the city this week. Okay, here another mid-century cabinet. Forgive me if I don't know the name on that one. It's the old Irish memory here. We have a set of 4 of these mid-century lucite chairs. Original cushions. We kept them so as if you wish you can upholster them. Over here, interesting and rare from Park Avenue, we have a set of 3 of these Blackamoor stools. Wonderful to have a set of 3. We also have a set of Blackamoor pedestals in the sale, Venetian. Here by Arnie Vodder, I believe, Seabast. Wonderful rosewood cabinet with a nice top, beautiful grain in the rosewood. Here's one of those Venetian pedestals. Look at the paintwork on that, probably 19th century. Park Avenue estate. Moving over here, we have a mid-century burl walnut cabinet. Nice, sort of in the style of Milo Baumann. Here, one of my favorite items in the sale. I love this type of stuff, but look at the condition of this. Coca-Cola 10-cent machine, wonderful looking. Here we have more rosewood cabinets from Pound Ridge. Arnie Vodder dining room table. We have a lot of chandeliers in the sale, including this large. This is from Roslyn, Long Island. We believe it to be Duffner and Kimberley. Let's look at the size of that. Nice big chandelier. Very little damage on it. We have lots of marble pedestals. We have lots of pairs, and here's another wonderful pair. Two-tone with the beautiful carving on them. We have an antique walnut hall tree. Another large bronze here by Clodion. I'm flaking you through this, Steve, because there's so much. Below the Clodion, look at the grain on this nice 18th and 19th century bronze-mounted continental desk. Another Harise on the ground below it. Here we have a lectern. Nice in the Gothic style, beautiful patina on it, 19th century. Victorian settees, chinoiserie decorated grandmother clocks. Pairs of commodes. Louis XV style, wonderful giltwood with a faux top console, a bit newer, but right on top of it we have a nice early, probably 18th century Chippendale giltwood mirror. To the right and left of it we have sconces, including this pair of, I would call them rock crystal parrot form. We have a pair of bronze sign sconces. Here we have another, in the French vein, we have another, this 19th century little table with the rosewood on it. Beautiful, beautiful table, beautiful quality. Should be signed, haven't had time to look at that, we've been so busy. Let's kick that rug out of the way. Over here we have, this is a wonderful desk, probably 19th century American. It has the name of a pretty important Millbrook, Connecticut, I would call a manufacturer on the back of it that it belonged to. Look at the nice shell carving on it, serpentine front, graduated drawers. Back to wood, we've lots of brown wood in the sale for our brown wood customers, of which there are multiples. Here we've lots of pairs of mirrors from a local store that went out of business. With loads and loads of pairs of giltwood mirrors, 2 pairs of gilt metal girondels, probably bronze. These are from the Park Avenue. Below it, this used furniture, Ethan Allen, beautiful bow front chest with banding. Watch you don't trip over that rug, it seems to be following me around. Here are more chandeliers. Look at the heavy duty weight in this. This came from Lawrence in Long Island. This beautiful chandelier with the alabaster base on it. This one from the same estate, nice with the cloth, bronze and nice Adam style ribbon form there. Here also from Lawrence we have a wonderful banded, rosewood banded, inlaid, bronze mounted dining table. It has 2 leaves that go out each end, 12 chairs. Nice bronze feet on it. Huge carpet, palace-sized carpet below that. And on top of that, another pair of these girondels. Now I know brown wood and mahogany china cabinets aren't exactly in at the moment, but this one is as good as it gets from Park Avenue. Look at the size of this. Individual panes, 19th century, beautiful patina, banding on it. The bee's knees, as we'd say. Okay, hope you're still there behind me, Steve. More chandeliers. This one attributed to Baccarat, absolutely wonderful from Lawrence. Look at the gilding, sort of Murano style gilding, the cut on this. As they say, all the bells and whistles, it's all here. Slightly as is up on the top, but we won't spot that hidden up there. Cut glass sort of Waterford style chandelier. We have French commodes, pairs of French chairs. We have this nice sort of double arch top chinoiserie decorated secretary bookcase. Once again, all the bells and whistles on it. More carpets below. This server here, sort of Duncan Fife, good age on it, wonderful, really thin dovetailing on it. Could be Duncan Fife himself. Beautiful mirror up on top of that. This is from Park Avenue. Look, nice 19th century, beautiful ribbon carving on it. Small pair of Italian mirrors there. Italian cabinet here. Regency rosewood banded desk there. For our used furniture people, we have this beautifully, let's have a sit down. There's so much stuff here, nice, comfortable. Chesterfield, and in the back room, look at this. Can hardly move. We got all our appraisers locked in rooms back here. We have lots of chandeliers. We got to actually point this out because this is good age. This could be early 19th, 18th century. Absolutely paint decorated everywhere. Paint decorated in here, along the edges, along the sides, on the back. Bronze feet. A lot of interest in this, so any of you furniture guys, you should come in and check this out. We got Hans Wenger here, Hans Wenger, whatever we call them. We got vitrines, loads of chandeliers, andirons, rakes of mirrors there. Coming into the home stretch, Regency sideboards, Victorian tables, more Harris carpets, a wonderful quality. Look at the bronze mounting, and this is also from Park Avenue, sort of the linky quality. Over in the middle here, we have a lot of these are rosewood. Each, we're selling them sort of as a pair of chairs and a table, rosewood with leather upholstery. These are by Kirsten Vidal. Lots of them. We have a Greta Yalk over here, Greta Yalk sofa, Hans Wenger coffee tables. Losing track of all these names here. Well, look, wonderful bronze, or wonderful marble figure, good size. Look, I'm 6'2" up over my waist, by I believe Aristida Fontana. Another marble sculpture over here, unsigned, but of Diana the Huntress. Unsigned, but wonderful quality. Here we have a pair of glass doors, seeing as we run on a Sunday in case anyone needs to shoot into mass. We have a pair of glass doors here, wonderful leaded doors with the work on them. We have B&G, we have chandeliers, we have Higgins, we have Sebs over there. We have a multitude of stuff, and we expect to see you here. Previews are Thursday, Friday, Saturday from noon to 6 p.m. Sale is on Sunday. Don't miss it. It is a great sale. Be there. Thank you. And I'll hand you to the next appraiser.
Hi, Will Schweller here to showcase some of the highlight fine art lots in Clarke Auction's March 10th sale. This sale features about a dozen or so significant works by prominent African American artists, including this 1944 oil on canvas by the painter Ralph Chessy. This work, titled Lot and His Family, shows the biblical scene of Lot and his children escaping Sodom and Gomorrah. It fuses Chessy's WPA style with an interest in African American themes. This work's being sold with an $8,000 to $12,000 estimate and comes out of a Larchmont collection. Up here briefly, we have a mid-century modernist still life by the American painter Walter Redding. Out of a Greenwich collection, this work has a $600 to $900 estimate. Below that, we have a tempera on panel by the American painter Carol Clarke. This work, titled The Tryst, shows lovers in a graveyard. A bit of a macabre subject matter, but there's humor in it if you look for it. This work has Rockford Art Gallery labels on the back and is being sold at a $10,000 to $15,000 estimate. From the same collection as the Chessy, we have this major work by the painter Bob Thompson. This work, titled Fearful Insider, is an oil on masonite from 1958, which was when Thompson went to Provincetown in Cape Cod to work with painters such as Jan Muller. During this period, he developed his more trademark style of painting figures, marking a shift from his early abstractions. And this work, has an excellent use of color to depict African American subject creeping behind a wall. This painting has a $20,000 to $30,000 estimate. Here from the same Larchmont collection as the Thompson and Chessy, we have a 1950s abstraction by the painter Charles Alston. Alston worked from the WPA on to really advocate for African Americans in art. He, in the early 60s, founded Spiral, an association of African American artists, with Alvin Hollingsworth, of which we have two works in the sale. This work, An Oil on Board, features Hollingsworth's trademark sort of illustrative style and his integration of African American themes. This work's being sold with a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. Moving down the line, we have another work by the prominent abstractionist Daniel LaRue Johnson. Johnson, throughout the 60s and 70s, was exploring various modes of abstraction. And here, this features sort of his trademark mid-70s style of using washes to create texture and then applying heavier impasta throughout. This work's being sold with a $4,000 to $6,000 estimate. On this wall, we have a second Hollingsworth, also with a $1,000 to $1,500 estimate. Sort of changing pace a little bit over on this wall here, we have a work from the 1930s by the American painter Carl Schmidt. This piece from 1934 is titled Muses Marooned, and as the title suggests, depicts muses on a sort of Mediterranean island. Schmidt's known for his sort of atmospheric use of color to create a sort of otherworldly landscape. This work comes from the same Larchmont collection as many of the prominent African American pieces and has a $3,000 to $5,000 estimate. On this wall here, we have a work by the Mexican-born Spanish and German-based painter Gino Rupert, titled Exterior with My Wife. This work shows Rupert's interest in utilizing varieties of textures in a sort of juxtaposition of linear perspective with flat representation to create rather surrealist landscapes. This work has a $1,500 to $2,500 estimate. To the left of that, we have a charcoal on paper figure study by the 19th century German artist Adolf von Menzel. This work, out of an important Park Avenue collection, has a $6,000 to $9,000 estimate and shows Menzel's artistic process as he's working to develop a figure. Below that, we have an oil on board by the prominent American painter Grandma Moses. This work from 1945 is titled The Old Oaken Bucket. It's a subject matter that Moses returns to several times and draws imagery from a 19th century folk song by Samuel Wordsworth of the same name. This work came out of a Long Island collection and has a $15,000 to $25,000 estimate. Below that, we have an important oil on canvas by the 17th century French painter Pierre Patel. Patel was a follower of Claude Lorraine and is known for his Italianate landscapes. This work here of Italian fishermen in a mountainside comes from a Scarsdale collection and has American Art Gallery labels on the back from a 1914 auction. This work has a $10,000 to $15,000 estimate. Here we have a pair of oils on canvas by the African-American painter Manuel Hughes. Hughes is known for his almost photorealistic still lives, here of hunting horns and signs. The work with hunting horns has a $300 to $500 estimate, and this work of signs has an $800 to $1,200 estimate. Lastly, in this gallery, we have a second landscape by the painter Carl Schmidt. This work, titled Septimus Severus No. 1, depicts a Mediterranean ruin in his trademark atmospheric style. This work has an $800 to $1,200 estimate and comes out of the same Larchmont collection as the other Carl Schmidt. Here we have a 1969 oil on canvas by the painter Bud Hopkins. To the right of that, a mid-70s color field work by the Lithuanian painter Adji Junkers, flanked above by a pair of Peter Mack's mixed medias on paper and an oil on canvas by the Philippine painter Tabuena. To the right of that, we have a caisson on carton by Ludwig Bemelmans titled Pepito the Weightlifter, featuring Bemelmans' trademark character Madeline. Above that, a mixed media on paper by Leroy Neiman of some high school basketball players in the 1990s. To the right of that, a Dali lithograph and etching, and a mixed media abstract by the painter Sid Sylvester. A second Adji Junkers from the same collection as the first, as well as a R. Dunbar op artwork, sort of mixed media. To the right of that, we have an acrylic on canvas by the American illustrator Wilson McLean, depicting a family with, interestingly enough, Sigmund Freud. Here we have an unsigned, though initialed, oil on board of a sort of Chagall-esque rabbinical scene. To the right of that, we have two 19th century landscapes, one by the French painter Gustave Mascar and a second by the English painter George Cole, depicting Surrey. Here we have, out of the same Scarsdale collection as the Pierre Patel in the front gallery, a collection of landscapes, a B.W. Leader from the early 1900s, a 17th century Dutch landscape by de Molen, and a Georgian landscape by Philip Reinagel. On the other side of the mirror from the same collection, we have a Barbizon landscape by Léon Richer and a 17th century Flemish landscape by the painter Thomas Hermans depicting Leiden. On this wall, we have a grouping of 4 serigraphs by the Russian artist Erte. And here we have, from the same Scarsdale collection as much of the old masterworks in this sale, a portrait of a gentleman by the British painter Francis Lemuel Abbott. The frame says the work's by Gilbert Stuart, but auction records from the 1970s indicate that it is by Abbott. To the right of that, we have one of 2 oils on board by Jan Mainz Molinar, above a 17th century still life from the painter Heinrich Heinrichs Bogart. Below that, a 19th century German genre scene, sort of a medievalist scene. On the other side of this piece here, we have the second of the 2 Jan Mainz Molinars, above an American landscape by Charles Gifford. Below that, we have two 19th century Dutch works. To the right of that, we have a portrait of a lady in the manner of John Hopner, a sort of late 18th, early 19th century, early Romantic English portrait. In the corner here, we have a second grouping of Erte seriographs. These feature tremendous use of foil and depict Venus. Also depicting Venus, we have here a 18th century French work in the style of Noel Nicolas Koipel. This is the Triumph of Aphrodite. This work has a $6,000 to $9,000 estimate and came out of a local Mamaroneck collection. We have here a chromolithograph after Audubon, as well as an 18th century English portrait of a girl believed to be known as Emma Green. Moving right along, we have a small but rather tender drawing by the American artist Everett Shinn, as well as a Dali print from his Poems of Mao Zedong collection, and an Italian landscape by the English artist James Holland. Over here we have a lithograph by Miro, as well as a watercolor gouache by the American painter Bob Timberlake. Here we have a lithograph from the American artist Elizabeth Peyton depicting Prince Harry and Prince William as young men. And on this wall here, to sort of round out our collection of African American art, we have a sort of mixed media work by the Boston-based artist Alan Crate titled Urban Madonna. I apologize for going quickly, but I just wanted to showcase sort of the variety and depth of this sale. If you'd like, please check out our catalog at www.clarkeny.com, and do not hesitate to contact the gallery if you have any questions or if I can be of any help. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Senko, and I'm going to walk you through some of the Asian highlights for our March 10th sale. I'm going to start off here with one of my favorites. This is a painting by Hong Kong avant-garde artist Louis Chan. Chan started his art career with a correspondence course through the Press Art School in London and designing typefaces for a ferry boat company. Most of his works try to meld Chinese and Western art, which you can really see here in this surrealist landscape. Down here you have this mountain range in traditional blue and green colors, which tend to invoke the blue and green landscapes of old masters of the Ming Dynasty. You can also see his fascination with typeface here in his signature. We have the title here in Chinese and his signature here in this red mark that looks like a chop mark but is actually painted. This man was known as the king of watercolor in the 50s and 60s in Hong Kong. Estimate on this is $3,000 to $5,000. We've got some great bronzes in the sale from an estate overlooking Central Park, including this beautiful little tripod censer. It's an archaic form, but it has some trappings of Qing Dynasty tastes. We've got very curvy lines, scrolling florals, the elephants at the top of the legs, as well as these very realistic Churlong handles on the sides. Estimate is $400 to $600. Next to it, a beautiful bronze elephant, likely Japanese. I love how delicately it's incised on the top. We've got floral motifs. On the saddle blanket, there's a really finely cast dragon, as well as these inset coral cabochons. Estimate is $600 to $900. Here we have two incarnations of the same deity. On the left, with an estimate of $600 to $900, is a figure of Manjushri, seated on a lion in royal ease pose, very tranquil face, very peaceful figure. And immediately next to it, the wrathful incarnation, Yamantaka, which means the conqueror of death, in a more Tibetan style, at an estimate of $400 to $600. Moving on to some smalls. I have a beautiful jade carving in Celadon jade with a dragon, some ruyi clouds, lovely color. Estimate is $1,000 to $1,500. Next to it is a brightly colored Shoshan seal with a coiled Churlong on the top and an inscription on the front with an estimate of $300 to $500. Finally, with the jades, a jade snuff bottle with a russet-colored grasshopper and crab carved in relief to the shoulders, flanking a bright green main body. Estimate is $800 to $1,200. I'm going to close this out with a little ginger jar in underglaze blue painted with pomegranates. A really lovely design here, very simple, and on the underside, an empty double circle. Estimate is $400 to $600. That's gonna be it for our Asian items, and we'll see you on March 10th.
Hi, and welcome to our March 10th preview of jewelry and silver. I'll start here with this interesting, unusual, early 19th century, around 1834, Mary Chawner serving spoon with this interesting strainer component to the bowl. In at $300 to $500, but really an unusual piece. I'm excited to see where this goes. Ludwig Neresheimer 800 silver cabinet figure. Beautifully detailed on this plinth base, openwork floral design here with a scepter, beautifully carved face and hands. She's in at $500 to $700. Gorham Edgeworth pattern bread plates, really nice, good condition. Tiffany & Company bowl, nice stylized shaped edge, and we have the shell form feet in at $500 to $700. This is a William Di Matteo sterling tea service with the tray, all sterling, in at $800 to $1,200. Out of a Manhattan estate, we have this George Jensen Tanakeel flatware service. Nice condition, really just a very usable service at $300 to $500. And here we have the first of our, I think my only animal this time actually. So we have a really sweet Mappin and Webb silver plated honey pot. So he's just a sweet little guy at $200 to $300. In from one of our Walk-in Wednesday appraisal days, we have this Gorham sterling and mixed metal chamber stick. Just nice, a nice example of the mixed metal work that Gorham did. Really nice at $300 to $500. This is an enamel decorated casket box, so you can see just this little sweet figures of children or putti playing hide and seek. Good condition. There is some crack galore. You can see right here in the corner. So there are some condition issues, minor losses, but really a beautiful box. 800 silver out of a Mount Kisco estate. So we have this ice bucket Italian 800 silver with these bulbous handles, really nice applied floral design at $400 to $600. Interesting piece, English silver. I do believe that this is a later marriage of parts. So the top portion is circa 1900, bottom portion is mid-19th century. So, but it's a really good looking piece. So the feet, they're wonderful, the stylized ball and claw feet, the floral repoussé work with the scrolls, and this is in, I believe, at $600 to $900. Again, out of Mount Kisco, we have this hand-hammered sterling pot with the Ukrainian inscription. I'm not sure what this says. I do have on our website there is a brief interpretation of what this means. 2 sales ago, we had a really interesting phoenix form brooch by Piers Smed, and I'd never worked with him before, but he has examples in the Brooklyn Museum, and just by happenstance, this is 3 pieces by his daughter, so Lona B. Schaefer. She did a lot of work with flowers, heavily influenced by her father's work. Hand-hammered sterling, also out of Brooklyn. So it is the salad serving piece in this pedestal bowl. But you can see the beautiful acanthus leaves, the hand-hammered design, really just nice craftsmanship at $400 to $600. Early Gorham sterling tea service. You can see the engraving here, the scrolls and the flower baskets, the central cartouche, acorn finials, early pieces, but what's really wonderful is the medallions. So you can see the medallions on each of the pieces. So we can just go through 2 or 3 of them, really nice design. Older Gorham in at $2,500 to $3,500. Here we have some Mexican silver. So this is a Mexican sterling Celsa Avanti pattern flatware service. Again at $800 to $1,200. So 2 different lots here. The first, this was a collaboration between Conquistador and Spratling. So a really nice example of this work. Circa the 1930s, 1940s. Again, really nice floral form finials, larger pieces, again, handmade, all fully marked on the interior of the base. And then this tray here, if we can just get a view of these beautiful vignettes. This is a Marshall Field sterling tray, and just really nice design to the border. Heavy piece, And another tray in this sale is this George Jensen. So the blossom form handles. And let me just lift this up so I can tell you what the pattern number is. And it is 2E, really nice condition. So beautiful, in at 2,000 to 3,000. And this is one lot. It's an international sterling orchid pattern serving tray. It's a nice oval serving tray. But with this, we also have an extensive collection of hollowware also in this pattern, and a flatware service. So this person, I don't know where the tea service went, but we have a nice grouping of this particular pattern. Here out of a Westchester estate is a collection of coins. So just a really nice collection. There's a little platinum coin, there's Morgan dollars, Liberty coins, so a really nice, interesting piece. Also in this booklet, I'm just going to push these over for a second. You can see that there are Jefferson nickels and there's also Mercury dimes. So all with the, someone collected these for all of the city letters and different years. So a nice grouping at 300 to 500. International Sterling Royal Danish Flatware Service, nice complete set, good condition. And of course, everyone loves Tiffany, so this is a Tiffany Sterling English King Flatware Service. Nice full service, incredibly heavy, just emanates the quality of Tiffany. So this is also in this auction. And then we'll wrap up the sterling with this grouping of Judaica. So we have this really beautiful handmade Kiddush cup, pedestal cup, with the applied pictorial hallmarks and Hebrew inscription. Menorah, complete with the oil jug. So that's nice that it actually has stayed intact. 2 Kiddush cups, and then we have a grouping of Russian silver little serving plates. And all of these are together at 500 to 700. And now we will move into the jewelry. 14 karat gold Toboga necklace, really just great quality, easy to wear at 700 to 900, I'm sorry. Sweet as can be, Tiffany & Company ruby and 18 karat gold cactus form brooch. I love it, so sweet. Again, 18 karat gold emeralds and diamonds. So we have the pair of earrings and then this very sweet, nicely made brooch. French 18 karat gold with the blue dial and diamond surround. This is an Omega DeVille ladies watch with the diamond chip to the 12 o'clock mark. Nice example, 400 to 600. Beautiful antique pearl amethyst, most probably peridot, and enamel decorated bracelet. It looks great on though. If I can just put this on my wrist so you can just see how nicely, and it really is just beautiful at 300 to 500. A little deco diamond ring, 14 karat gold and diamonds. Beautiful rectangular form though, and nice diamond weight. These aren't small. Again, another diamond ring. So these are light yellow and white diamonds set in 18 karat gold. Really beautiful, the pear shape to the hole. Pair of 14 karat white gold and diamond earrings. Really lovely. Nice quality. Grouping of brooches, I love this one. So I believe that the center is an emerald surrounded by diamonds, and these are probably sapphires. 18 karat gold rubies and diamonds, and then this sweet 14 karat gold wheat sheath with diamond accents. Grouping of diamond cluster rings. So we have this little ring with the diamond accents and a central oval cut stone. This is another diamond cluster ring, and this one is actually Hammerman Brothers, and it really is sweet. It's kind of got a floral form to it with the 3 petals, but they're nice quality diamonds, and of course Hammerman Brothers is quite nice. Another side and gang, we had a few pieces in the last auction, and then this one came in also. 18 karat gold, these are probably garnet cabochons, little faceted blue stones, kind of a mythological creature in the center, and the pearl drop at 15 to 2,500. 14 karat gold bracelet with diamond accents, Florentine finish. This is a Mikimoto ring, so the 3 pearls with the diamond accents. And then actually tomorrow morning, so there was some snow here for all of those out of the tri-state area. So I wasn't able to get to GIA today, but tomorrow I will be picking up from the Gemologist Institute of America 3 stones. We have a jade cabochon. This is an emerald, so the center stone here is an emerald, and the center to this is a beautiful, what I hope to be a ruby. So that will be updated tomorrow morning with all the information. Watch grouping, gold-filled, 14 karat gold and diamonds, beautiful deco and diamonds, and then this is a LaCoultre 18 karat gold ladies watch. This is an 18 karat gold aviator's watch. So this was most probably 1940s, could be a World War II pilot's watch. Beautiful condition. It is on a gold-filled chain bracelet, so it is not gold, but the watch face itself is 18 karat gold and really in working order. I will jump back to these 18 karat gold earrings. I'm usually not a huge fan of bows, but these are really sweet and I tried them on, they look great. So if anyone would like a picture of these being worn, I would be happy to comply. Out of a Manhattan estate, we have this grouping. This is actually a little medallion coin here by Chaim Gross, gold-filled pocket watch in the original box, which is so sweet. Little deco ring of rubies and diamonds set in white gold. 22 karat gold band. I like these bands. They always look nice, and it has kind of a stamped leaf pattern. A little old European cut diamond. This is a Victorian slide charm, and then a small platinum and diamond watch. So all of these items are together at $500 to $700. Roberto coin, so it does come with the original, all of the pamphlets, and it is called Appassionata. 18 karat gold with the diamonds, really just beautiful quality. And of course his signature is to have a ruby placed on the interior of all pieces of jewelry because it is supposed to bring protection and strength to its wearers. And this is in at $4,000 to $6,000. And before I forget, I'd like to showcase these 18 karat gold double hoop earrings. Really beautiful design to these pieces, great quality white diamonds, GH color, VS1, VS2 clarity. They're in at $2,000 to $3,000 and really a beautiful addition to anyone's collection. They're easy to wear and I think they look great. 18 karat gold Italian colored gem and diamond necklace. Really wonderful. This will look great in the spring or now. Any time of year really, but it's really a nice necklace at $700 to $900. This is believed to be Fabergé, 18 karat gold with the diamonds and sapphire. It just is beautiful quality, this gold mesh purse. You can just see the fluidity of the chain work. It is in working order. Sapphire cabochons to the closure. Opens quite nicely with the original fitted box. And this is in at $4,000 to $6,000. And now I'm going to jump back to these two beautiful rings that I've been wearing throughout the video. This is a Ceylon sapphire. So this is 20.7 carats and it is Ceylon. So it is from Sri Lanka with the diamond surround. Really beautiful. It is untreated, so there's no heat treatment to this stone. Really quite nice at $8,000 to $12,000. So that is accompanied by this GIA report. So, and all of this information is available on our website. And then at $20,000 to $30,000, we have this really beautiful 3.04 marquee cut stone. So this is H in color and SI1 clarity. No fluorescence, symmetry is good, and polish is very good. So it's a beautiful stone flanked by these trillion cuts. Really nice, and again, it's accompanied by this GIA certificate. All of this information is available online along with all of the other lots in the sale. And our sale is March 10th, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.